Hello, this is for any learner who's in a completing class, either in Form 3 or doing their final year of high school, that is Form 5. At least that's how we call it in our country. Lapa Eswati. Congratulations, you guys. You've really done yourselves proud. If you're in Form 3, well, wonderful. You've actually passed Form 2 and you're actually entering into the phase where you will start writing a final or an external exam. And if you're in Form 5, well, congratulations. I give you guys the props. You've really endured quite a number of years while in high school. Now, as we are approaching the Easters, or what we call Passover in my church, actually be in sync with the school holidays. So as a learner, it's very important that you also understand that for as long as you are wearing a uniform, you are still a learner. So you still have an imminent exam that will be coming along in October for the Form 5s, or around November for those who are doing Form 3. So it's important that you are an organized learner. So obviously you need to have time to study even in holidays. It's important that you also study during holidays. Now, the first thing that I want to talk about is I give you some of the tips that can help you. It's important that as a learner, I'm sure by now you already know your learning style. So there are different kinds of learning styles. There are some learners who learn visually, and there are some learners who learn auditory. So a visual learner is someone who learns by seeing things, and an auditory learner is a learner who learns mainly by hearing things. And of course, we also have kinesthetic learners. Those learn by practicals, having things that you can actually touch with your hands. Now, when I was a learner, when I was in high school, I noted that I understood things better through sight or through seeing them. So I was mainly a visual learner. But I would recommend that when you're studying or when you're learning, try to engage all your senses so that you can grasp the concept that you are learning in your class or in that particular subject. So having identified that learning style, you can also apply your learning style even in your study. So that's the first point. Make sure you know your learning style, or if you haven't learned your learning style, try to explore, try to engage all your senses in any particular topic or subject in your class. And then the second point that excuse the bell, I'm actually quite at work. It's actually lunchtime. Anyway, so the second point that I want to make, for you to be organized as a learner, it's important that you have a study timetable. You can't be a learner without having a study timetable, because the majority of you guys, you are learning at least 8 subjects. So each of those subjects, they require an equal amount of your time, ideally, and your attention. So it's important that you do really have a study timetable where you will organize your work and organize your time so that you give each subject an equal amount of time for study. I hope that one makes sense. So you'll also need to have a holiday study timetable, because during the holidays, normally you will have more time to yourself. So you'll be able to study and engage with your work so that you don't miss out. Remember, there's that imminent exam that's coming along. So those are the main 2 points that I can make. But of course, if you want some examples or excerpts of or templates of study timetables that you'd like me to make, give me a comment. If you like, you can even send me your subject. I could help you with that. This is born with Matati Shalanja. And then finally, if you're around Mangayani, come check us out opposite Mangayani High School. We're having lessons there for Form 4s and Form 5s. In fact, if you're also, especially for subjects that include mathematics and physical science, so come check us out and learn. And even if you're a school leaver, you've finished school, and you just wanna brush up and shape up your marks from the previous year, and you want to excel in mathematics and physical science, I'll be happy to assist you in that. So, and also remember to subscribe in our YouTube channel at Cliftonium, where we're exploring science, physical science, and I'll also be adding some lessons and more episodes on that, and it will also include mathematics. So happy Easter's, guys, or happy Passover. Enjoy your holidays, and do make sure you study. Cheers.